Oh, guess what? We were in Spain, right? So I wanted to go to Rock of Gibraltar, and everyone's like, "Why do you want to go to Rock of Gibraltar, Meg? It's just a rock sticking out of the ocean." What? And I'm like, I want to just go to the Rock of Gibraltar. Let me go to Rock of Gibraltar. So Ed and I were in Spain. So we're saying, okay, we decided we're going to get up real early in the morning and head to the Rock of Gibraltar, which is owned by the English, not Spanish. You got to cross the border. It's real cool. Well, anyways, we got up really early. And before we were heading down to the Rock, it was like, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning. I said, let's go to the bakery, get some coffee, get some long French bread, let's get some cheese, and I want some cookies for my coffee and break. So he's like, okay. So we went to the bakery. So I was in the bakery, and you know those Italian cookies with the piñol pine nuts? They're pine nuts, and they're very expensive, and they're on the cookies. So I grabbed like 6 of those in a bag, and I got the French bread, and I got the cheese, right? So all of a sudden, we have a cup of coffee, we shoot down to Rock of Gibraltar, and we have a rental-wreck car. So we're driving, and this rental-wreck car is small. And the road, when you cross into the Rock of Gibraltar, you just keep climbing a mountain like this, but there is no guardrails. It just drops off. So Ed's over there, and I'm like, he's right on the edge, and you're looking down at the Mediterranean Ocean, and you're like, stop, enough. And he's like, Meg, I love you. You always say you love to live on the edge, but whenever I take you there, you can't stand it. I said, I know, but I don't like this edge. It's too scary for me, and the tires of the car are this big. Well, next thing you know, so we get up to the top. He parks the car. So we walk into this coffee place to get a coffee. So he grabs me a coffee, and so he brings the coffee outside. So we're sitting on the rock like this out there, and he goes, would you like some, French bread and blah, blah, and coffee? I said, sure. So we're having our coffee, and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning at this time outside before we hike up the mountain, because you got to hike up the rest. So we're sitting there, and I'm drinking my coffee, and I have my French bread. All of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, there's this monster monkey that jumps down, grabs the cookie out of my hand. That's what it is. My cookie. I had the cookie. Grabs the cookie out of my hand, jumps on the roof of the Hi, how are you? Jumps on the roof of the
Hey.
Okay. That's okay. Jumps on the roof of the place where we had the coffee. He's sitting there, how the monkeys sit like this, and he's going like this. He's taking the cookie, and he's taking all the nuts, and he's going like this, and he's throwing the nuts off the cookie. And I'm like, that's the best part of the cookie. And why is he eating my cookie? How expensive these cookies are. And I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe these monkeys, how aggressive they were. So it's like, yeah, I saw that coming. I go, well, why didn't you stop this monkey from attacking me and taking my cookies? Swear to God, I couldn't believe it. So then we're laughing so hard. So the monkey's up there eating the cookie. I'm like, forget that. So I said, let's go. Are you ready? I go, yeah, we're ready. So Eddie has the bag, and it's just a plastic bag, and we're hiking up the rock, and it's like this, the rock. And we're hiking up. We met these people from England, so we got BSing with these people from England. They're really cool people. All 4 of us are hiking up the cliff. Cliff is like this to the Rock of Gibraltar, the whole big top of the Rock of Gibraltar. So next thing you know, we're like this, and we're talking, all 4 of us, we're walking, we're having a blast. All of a sudden, this monkey jumps down like this in front of Eddie, takes the bag, and he starts doing this to Ed. And Maz is like 6'2", and he's like holding on for dear life, and all of a sudden, the plastic bag gets ripped out of his hand, and the monkey runs up the hill, opens up the bag, takes all the French bread, starts eating French bread, doesn't like the cheese, throws the cheese out, all the good stuff. So I'm like, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. All 4 of us, we couldn't stop laughing. We're laughing so hard. Then, we're like, no one's going to believe this. So then we're hiking up more, right? We're not at the rock yet. We're still hiking up after we let this go, right? There's this monster sign on the very entrance of the rock. Do not bring any food, don't carry any plastic bags, blah, 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 because there's monkeys that are very intelligent on this rock. And if they know you have food in it because they see the plastic bag, you will not have any food left. Then, in front of us, a monkey jumps on this guy with a backpack. He starts throwing all the food out of the backpack like this. And I'm like, oh my God, look at this. And their monkeys aren't small. They're not little teeny monkeys. They're like this high, these monkeys, and they have fingers, real long ones. So, anyways, the whole day was amazing. So then we're leaving the rack. We get in this rent-a-wreck, right? We're coming down the mountain off the rent-a-wreck. We had all 4 windows open because it's really beautiful and sunny and gorgeous day. So we're driving out away from the rack, down the hill, it goes like this. We're driving. Next thing you know, there's like 6 monkeys on the roof of our car. And they're doing this. They're doing this. And it's like cracking up. And they're grabbing the pole, the antenna, and they're swinging around it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's laughing. I am not thinking this is funny, because if these monkeys get in the backseat of this car, they're going to hurt me or hurt him or destroy our rent-a-wreck. So I'm like, roll the windows up. So as much as the windows would go up, Eddie would roll them down. He thought it was funny. Windows up, roll them down. These monkeys did not leave. We were at the end of leaving to go back into Spain, and I go, get these monkeys off this car now. You know how much damage they're going to do to our car? So he's laughing. He still thinks it's funny. Finally gets out of the car. He's trying to shoo them. They still wouldn't leave. He had to get something out of the car to whisk them away, because I'm like, oh my God. So if you guys go to Rock at Gibraltar, be prepared. It is unbelievable, but do not bring any food.